Namaskar. I, Richa Jain, welcome all of you to your Kathak dance class. These are being organized by Roots to Roots in association with the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, Government of India. So let's start the class with a Bhumi Pranam. Alright friends, let's go. Hands on the left side and then we go down. We touch the floor and we turn our hands and we do a dha. Alright, so as per the system of the class or the procedure of the class, let's start with the warming up. And we always do the warming up with tatkar. So everyone, left hand and right hand placed above it. And we start with the normal ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat in 3 speeds. The thalay, then the dugun, which is the double of it, and 4 times the base speed, which we call the chogun. Let's start friends, alright? 1, 2, 3, start, go, ta, thai, thai, ta, ta, a, thai, thai, ta, 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 thai, thai, ta, ta, a, thai, thai, ta, 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 thai, thai, ta, ta, a, thai, thai, ta, 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 thai, thai, ta, ta, a, thai, thai, let's go double, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, ta, thai, thai, tat, once again, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, ta, thai, thai, chogun, faster, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat. Once again. Again. Once again. Let's finish it with the tihai. Let's go. Ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai thai ta ta thai thai ta thai ta thai. Alright friends, I hope this is fine and I really hope that it is getting better and you are able to do it more easily now and more comfortably. So now let's move on to the patterns that we have been doing in the previous classes. In the classes before, we have learned how to use our heels through the term, through the phrase di ga, and then we had a combination of ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat, di ga di ga di ga di ga, ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat, di ga di ga di ga di ga. All right, and then we had the reverse of it. So first we are going to do this pattern and then the one that you learned in the last class, which is ta ka. So we go with the first pattern right now. Ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat, di ga di ga di ga di ga, ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat, di ga di ga di ga di ga. So when we do di ga, we are using only our heels, right? So let's go for it, friends. We are not going to increase the speed too much, but a comfortable one, so that we are all able to do it easily, right? Let's start. Ta, 3, start. Ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga. I would request the team. Ta, thai, thai, tat. I hope you can see my feet. Di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga. Once again. Ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Stop. Clear? That's the straight one. And when we go reverse of it, which we call palat, what do? We reverse the order of the phrase. So now we are going to go reverse, which means now we will do di ga, di ga, di ga, di ga, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat. Alright, friends? Now we place di ga before ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat. Okay? Let's start. 1, 2, 3, start. Di ga, di ga, di ga, di ga, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di ga, di ga, di ga, di ga. Again. Once again. Stop. Yes. So now we are going to do it at a faster pace, slightly faster pace. And how do we do it? The first one is going to be the straight pattern. The second one, when I am going to do the next avartan, which means the next 16 beat cycle, I am going to reverse it. Then again I go on to the first straight pattern and then I reverse it. So it is straight, reverse, then again it's straight and then it's reverse. So it's ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat, ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka, ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka, ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat. Then again ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat, ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka, ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka, ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat. Is that all right? So we are going to do it for one entire avartan, 16 beats, the same thing. Then we change it. Then again we go the straight pattern, then we change it again. Alright? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, start. Ta, thai, thai, tat. 10, 11, 15, 16, increasing the speed, okay? Thai, thai, tat, ta, thai, thai, tat, go! Ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, ta, ka, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Again. Ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Now reverse the pattern. Go. Di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Again. Di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Again. Di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Ta, thai. Straight again. Ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga, di, ga. Again the reverse pattern. Diga, 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 diga. Diga, 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 diga. Diga, 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 diga. Diga, 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 diga. Thai, thai, tat, stop. So in this way, your feet get accustomed to changes, to how to change your footwork, and at the same time how to maintain your body balance. The more you do this, the more you will realize that actually you are now in one particular place, you are not going here and there. So this helps you to maintain your body balance and change your feet alternatively. It is also preparing your mind. Alright? Okay, so now let's go on to the other pattern that we learned. It was ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat, ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka. When we say ta ka, the counts are only going to be two, which is right and left. Right means ta, ka means left. Alright? So let's do the straight pattern first, and then we are going to do the palat or the reverse of the same. Alright? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, start. Ta, thai, thai, ta, t, a, thai, thai, ta, 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 thai, thai, ta, t, a, thai, thai, ta, 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 ta. Again, ta. Ta. So now let's do the reverse of this, which we call palat. Palat means the opposite. Alright? So now we do ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka, ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat. Alright? Let's start. 1, 2, 3, start. Ta 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 ka ta thai thai tat a thai thai ta 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 thai thai ta ta a thai thai. So once again, ta 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 thai thai ta ta a thai thai ta 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 thai thai ta ta a thai thai ta ta ta. Alright? So now again we follow the same process, same procedure. One avartan, we'll go straight, then we do a palat or the reverse, then again the straight pattern and then the palat. Let's try. Alright, 1 at an increased speed. Alright, 1, 2, 3, start. Now start. Ta thai thai tat a thai thai tat ta ka ta ka ta 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 thai thai tat a thai thai tat ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka ta thai thai tat a thai thai tat ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka ta thai thai tat a thai thai tat ta ka. Reverse. Ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka ta thai thai tat a thai thai tat ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka. Again. Again. Now the straight pattern. Ta thai thai tat a thai thai tat ta ka ta ka ta ka ta ka. Hey, again. Ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka, ta, ka. Thai tat, thai tat, stop. So just keep practicing it many times, because most of the footwork in Kathak is around these patterns only. Okay, that is why the more you do these, the better it is going to become, and it is going to become easier for you to pick up the more complex patterns of Tatkar. For example, Taka Taka that I am doing right now, it can take various forms. I can do with this Taka Taka pattern, I can also take out the sound of Tal Keherwa or 6 beats Dadra only by placing my feet differently. But the Taka Taka patterns remain same, right and left will remain same. For example, simple Taka Taka is ta, 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 ta. Now if I have to do a Keherwa, which is another Tal, just like 16 beats, 3 Tal we have, Keherwa has 8 beats. So with this Taka Taka pattern only, I can actually create the sound of Keherwa. So how is it going to be? I am going to do the same pattern of Taka Taka, but the feet are placed differently. How are they placed? Tera, chauda, pandra, sola, ta, ta. This is the regular, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Regular Taka Taka. 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. Keherwa. So that's how it's going to be. So we are actually going to be able to create very interesting beat patterns. What I'm doing right now is, I know exactly where to stamp my foot harder. And by doing that, I'm varying the sound. This is how it is. The better control you have over ta, ka, ta, ka. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. Different beautiful patterns, rhythmic patterns. Even if it is a dadra, I can also do a dadra with this. Like, okay, now, 3, 1, 2, 3. So how does it go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 beat pattern. So this is how it is. It is again a taka taka, but the variations by stamping the foot and where to give more emphasis or pressure. Hit harder, where to control the strike. Okay? But that control will happen only when you have practiced your ta thai thai tat, a thai thai tat, taka taka and dig dig many times. Now many times means actually many times. Alright. So let's start today with the kavit, how to execute it. Alright. So as you can see on your screens, friends, so kavit, as you can see, it is a poem or rhythmic syllables combined with the dance syllables. Alright. The kavit is in 16 beat pattern, which is Teen Tal, and it talks about Lord Krishna. The image that you see on your screens is that of our God Krishna, who is supposed to be the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Alright, so the kavit goes as शीश मुकुट बनसी मुख बाजे. So as you can see in the image, he is actually wearing a headgear. So we call it sheesh mukut, alright, which means he is wearing a headgear on his head. So sheesh mukut bansi mukh baje. On his lips he has the bansuri, as you can see in the image, alright. Chapal nain means naughty eyes, okay. Krishna was supposed to be very naughty, okay. So chapal nain kundal chalke, which means the earrings that he is wearing, they are dangling, alright. Chapal nain kundal chalke Mor mukut. Mor mukut means he is wearing a peacock feather. As you can see on your screens, he has a peacock feather on his headgear. Mor mukut pitambar sohe. The clothes, the dhoti or the lower that he is wearing right now is of yellow color. So that is why we say Mor mukut pitambar. Pitambar is the dhoti which is of yellow color. Pitambar sohe Mand mand madhuri muske, which means that Radha, as you can see in the background, there's a girl standing in the background near the tree, and when she's looking at Krishna, she is awestruck by his beautiful appearance, and within her heart, she's smiling, she's blushing, and she is actually feeling very blissful to be in his company. Alright, so let's start doing the kavit right now. Okay, first I am going to tell you how we are going to place our feet. Okay friends, so first we are going to learn how we are going to place our feet. Okay, so the kavit goes in this speed. Sheesh mukut ban, see mukh baje, chapal nain kundal jhalke, मोर मुकुट पीतांबर सोहे मंद मंद माधुरी मुस्के तत्तथै तत्तथै तदै तदै तत्तथै तत्तथै तदै तदै तत्तथै तत्तथै तदै तदै. Okay, so how do we place our feet? Everyone, let's go. Okay, so it is going to be the right foot. I am going to stamp my right foot right, and the other feet goes behind it like this. Okay, so it is going to be 1 and back and 2 and back. Now I am starting with my right. Alright friends, so I am starting with my right foot. I am going to stamp my right foot right, and the other foot goes behind it like this. Okay, it is placed like this. I hope you can see it. It is not like this friends, it is placed this way. Alright, the reason why I am doing it is because otherwise my position or my body weight is going to go behind. If I am keeping my other foot not like this, if I am keeping equal weight on both feet, my body weight is going to shift, and that will not look nice. So in order to keep the body weight correct, I am standing on my right leg, which means it's actually like this. The other foot is only for the sake of balance. Alright, it's like this. I'll just show it to you like this. Is this alright? This way. Okay, this way I'm going to place my foot. And the direction of the right leg is straight. It is not here, it is not there, it is straight. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9 and 10 and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 1. The 16th foot is not exactly behind, but when we have to pick up the other part, we are going to place it right next to the left one. Of course, we will proceed gradually with it, not to worry. So can we do the feet again? Let's do it with the rhythm now. Alright, 1, 2, 3, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now with the words. शीश मुकुट बनसी मुख बाजे चपल ने कुंडल झलके मोर मुकुट पीतांबर सोहे मंद मंद माधुरी मुस्के. Alright, so the last one doesn't go here, it goes straight. The last one doesn't go here, it's going to be here itself. Okay, so now let's start with the hand gestures. I'll go very, very slow, and in case you face any problem, please let me know, friends. Okay, so the first one is Sheesh Mukut. Okay, so how am I placing my hands? My hands are like this, and I am bringing it together like this, my thumbs. Okay, and I am tilting my hands like this, my hands are like this. Okay, so this becomes a headgear. It is triangular in shape. Okay, it's like this. As you can see, of course, that's a turban kind of a thing Krishna is wearing in this particular image, but many times you will see him wearing a triangular headgear, mukut. Okay, so this is the mukut that I am going to show, and this is not straight, it is a little tilted. Okay, a little tilted. Elbows, we are going to push them a little backwards, not like this, like this. Okay, so it goes Sheesh Mukut, everyone, and then from here I am taking my hands like this, Bansi Mukh Baje. How am I making the flute? We are going to join our thumb and our index finger together. Sometimes people do it with both fingers also. I am doing it with the single finger. Many a times you will see Kathak dancers not even joining it. Okay, so flutes can be shown in different ways. It can be shown like this, or it can be shown like this. Alright, not necessarily joining, but it is always better if we join the fingers because we know that they are placed correctly. Alright, so I am going to show the bansuri or the flute like this. Okay, and my right hand is placed next to my lips and the left hand is a little away. Both elbows are up. So the flute is not going to be like this, it is going to be like this. Moreover, some people you will see they make the flute on the right side, we are making it on the left side. It can be both ways. Very commonly you will see them making it on their right, but for this particular kavath we are doing it on our left side. Is that all right? So the first movement is Sheesh Mukut, and from here I am turning my hand Bansi Mukh Baje. So correct. So how am I turning my hand? Sheesh Mukut. I turn my hand Bansi Mukh Baje. Sheesh Mukut, Bansi Mukh Baje. Alright. If you are unable to take a turn with your hands, what you can do is Sheesh Mukut and bring the hand straight here, Bansi Mukh Baje. If you are unable to turn it at the moment, but friends, practice this because this brings grace to the entire thing. Okay? So how am I doing it? Sheesh Mukut, the simple way is Bansi Mukh Baje, or else Sheesh Mukut Bansi Mukh Baje. Okay? Now we do Chapal Nayan, meaning naughty eyes. So how do we do it? Chapal Nayan. Okay? So my hands are like this. I am showing the shape of the eye. Okay? Chapal Nayan. Correct. Chapal Nayan Kundal Chalke. So when I'm showing my earrings, they are dangling. So what we do in Kathak is that I'm going to use a little neck movement. The neck movement in Kathak is not very loud. It is not loud. Just the way it is in other dance forms, it is very subtle. That is why in Kathak, we call it Gardan ka Dora. We don't call it movement of the neck. It's not too harsh or not too elaborate. It's very subtle. Okay, it's very subtle. It doesn't go too on the sides. It's subtle. So when I do Kundal Chalke, that time I'm using my Gardan ka Dora, the subtle movement of the neck. So it is going to be Chapal Nayan Kundal Chalke. Kundal Chalke. Slight movement of the neck. Slight movement. Alright? Okay? Controlled movement and rhythmic movement so that it looks beautiful. Okay? So let's do all the 4 movements one after the other. Sheesh Mukut Bansi Mukh Baje Chapal Nayan Kundal Chalke. Kundal Chalke. So right to left, right to left. This is where I finish my neck movement. Is that clear? So it is right, I'm going left, right, left. Subtle. So well, as of now, let's do all the 4 movements together, friends. We'll do it now with the beats. Okay? Drut. So, dha din din da tin tin ta. So, शीश मुकुट बनसी मुख बाजे चपल नयन कुंडल छलके. Clear? Let's go again. Start. शीश मुकुट बनसी मुख बाजे चपल नयन कुंडल छलके. Understood? Da. So let's go on with the next movement now. We have done the dangling of the earrings. Okay. Now we do more mukut, which means that a peacock feather is placed on his headgear. So I am doing it with my right hand. How do we show a peacock feather? Generally like this. Okay. Sometimes people show it like this with the entire hand also, or like this. Peacock feather can be shown in this way. In Kathak we can show it like this, or we use a Mayur Hasta. It is this way we are going to be doing it. This is called a Mayur Hasta. This particular hand gestures in dance are called mudras. So this is a Mayur Hasta. So we do more mukut. Okay. So a peacock feather is placed in his headgear. So I am going to place my hand like this. More mukut. After that it says Pitam bar so he, which means he is wearing a yellow lower, as you can see in the image also. So it is actually this way I am showing that it is draped around his body. Okay, it's a drape around the body. So how am I showing it? Pitam bar so he. Because it is a male. So I am showing that he has draped it around his body and it is knotted tightly. Alright friends. So it's this way I am going to take my hand and then I am showing the knot. That's how I show a male. If I have to show a female, it's going to be a drape like this, which means I have draped the sari around and I am placing the leftover part of my dress on over to my shoulder. So a drape for a sari for a female is going to be like this, but a drape for a male generally is like this. Okay? Yes, everybody? Yes, that's right. So let's do it once again. All the movements together. शीश मुकुट बनसी मुख बाजे चपल नैन कुंडल छलके मोर मुकुट पीतांबर सोहे. Understood? Let's do it again. शीश मुकुट बनसी मुख बाजे चपल नयन कुंडल छलके मोर मुकुट पीतांबर सोहे. All right, now it is who's getting awestruck by his beautiful appearance? It is Radha, his beloved. Okay, so how are we showing Radha? Mand mand, we say mand mand, which means within her, deep within her heart. Okay, she's smiling, she's rejoicing, and she's feeling, she's feeling a lot of love for Krishna. And because of the immense love that she is feeling for Krishna, she is blushing and smiling deep within her heart. So how do we show it? So we have finished Pitambar Sohe. Now we go Mand Mand. So we do Mand Mand. So my hand is placed right here next to my heart, and we do Mand. So it's Mand Mand means within her heart. So there's a little movement of the body when I'm doing Mand Mand. So she's blushing a little bit. Alright, she's also blushing. So Mand Mand, okay, and Madhuri Muske. So I am showing Madhuri Muske with a little smile on her lips. I am showing it like this, friends. The first finger and the thumb like this. The second finger is bent. So this is how I show a woman wearing a veil, or as we call it, an odhani or a dupatta. We generally show women, we all wear a veil today. I'm not wearing it, but as I have been wearing in all my classes, friends, the veil, the woman, the Radha, is also wearing a veil, and she's drawing it because she is blushing. Of course, the veil is right here next to her face, but she is drawing it ahead because Krishna is standing right there, and she's blushing and she doesn't want to show him that she is smiling, and she's awestruck and she's looking at him and she's blushing again. Okay? So Mand Mand, blushing, Madhuri Muske. She doesn't want him to see that she's blushing. As women, they don't want the man to know that they are blushing, right? Okay, so this is a very sweet interpretation of the love of Radha and Krishna. Of course, in India, we consider it as divine love. Okay, so let's do the sequence of movements once again, and then we are going to coordinate them with the foot, the footwork. All right, friends. Now start. Sheesh mukut bansi mukh baaje chapal nain kundal chalke मोर मुकुट पीतांबर सोहे मंद मंद माधुरी मुस्के. Okay, so now let's try doing it with the foot work. All right, with the feet. Let's try coordinating with the feet, friends. Okay, and we are going to decrease the speed. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Start. शीश मुकुट बनसी मुख बाजे चपल नैन कुंडल छलके मोर मुकुट पीतांबर सोहे मंद मंद माधुरी मुस्के. Is that all right? We'll do it again. All right, 1, 2, 3, start. Go. शीश मुकुट बंसी मुख बाजे चपल नैन कुंडल छलके मोर मुकुट पीतांबर सोहे मंद मंद मधुरी मुस्के. Is that all right? Okay. So let's do it. Now let's move on to the next part of it, which is the technical part or the nritya ke bol. So now how do I do it? So how do we do tat tat thai tat tat thai tat thai tat thai? It goes tat tat thai tat tat thai tat thai tat thai. So it is going to be tat tat thai tat tat, right right right. So right left right right left right right right. So it goes tat tat thai tat tat thai tat thai tat thai tat tat thai tat tat thai tat thai tat thai tat tat thai tat tat thai tat thai tat thai. So now the thing is that tat tat thai tat tat thai tat thai tat thai is a spin. So right left right right left right right right. Okay. So now how do I place my hands? It is tat tat thai tat tat. Then I take around thai tat thai tat thai. The bansuri is towards your right. Okay, the flute is towards your right. So let's do it again. How do we do it? Right, left, right, right, left, right, right, right. All right. So how does it happen 3 times? So when I finish, Madhuri, Madhuri, muske. So it goes tat tat thai, tat tat thai, tat thai, tat thai, tat tat thai, tat tat thai, tat thai, tat thai, tat tat thai, tat tat thai, tat thai, tat thai. The last foot stamping like this. Okay. So what we are going to do is, let's try doing the entire thing in a sequence, one after the other. All right, let's put the pieces together. Let's try all of us together. Ready? Okay. Anything that we begin, we are going to begin with from here, and then we are going to start. Okay. So it is going to be dha din din da. Start. Ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai, thai, tat, ta, thai, thai, tat, a, thai. Now start. Sheesh mukut ban, si mukh baje, chapal nain kundal chalke, मोर मुकुट पीतांबर सोहे मंद मंद माधुरी मुस्के तत थई तत थई तथई तथई तत थई तत थई तथई तथई तत थई तत थई तथई तथई. This is how it's going to be. Okay. All right. So I had a PPT, my dear friends. This is just a minute's time I'll take. By the time you can take some rest, sit down, take some rest, have some water while I'm showing you the PPT. So the PPT is about the famous Kathak dancers of our country, India. Okay, the first slide, as you can see on your screens, it is Pandit Birju Maharaj Ji. He has been the greatest dancer of the century, a dancer par excellence. We recently lost him, but his work, his art stays forever. He becomes immortal through his contribution and dedication. He dedicated his lifetime to the field of Kathak. So that is Pandit Birju Maharaj, the greatest legend of our century. Another greatest name that we have, this is Sitara Devi ji. She belonged to the Banaras Gharana of Kathak, and again one of the most famous female dancers of India. When she started learning Kathak, those were the times when females were not supposed to dance, but her father Sukhdev Baba trained Sitara ji and her sister Alaknanda Devi and Tara Devi, the three sisters in Kathak. And there she is, right here. She is also no more with us, but we still remember her for her contribution. This is the famous Damayanti Joshi ji. She belonged to the Jaipur Gharana of Kathak. Again, an extraordinary dancer with lightning fast footwork and very beautiful renderings of Lekari. She had that. She had that. What do you say? You can say she was a genius in that. That is Rohini Bhate ji. Rohini Bhate, again a very well-known dancer, and she belonged to the Maharashtra region of India, and a name known worldwide as a very famous and a beautiful Kathak dancer. Kathak exponent rather, I should be saying. This is Roshan Kumari ji, and Roshan Kumari ji was known for her speed, and she was one of the dancers who would dance at a very fast speed. She was also from the Jaipur Gharana of Kathak, and her father had trained Roshan Kumari ji in Kathak. This is the star Kathak dancer Gopi Krishna ji. He was from the Banaras Gharana again and nephew of Sitara Devi ji, the picture that you had seen before in the PPT. He was the son of Tara Devi, who was Sitara ji's sister. So Gopi Krishna ji was famous for his lightning fast footwork and spins. It was he was so fast that in the Taka Taka Tatkar that I have taught you, he used to go so fast that it seemed as if he's gliding in air. He's flying, he's not on the earth, he's not on the floor. So it was so very fast. All right, this is the greatest, one of the greatest people we have today. She is Dr. Shobana Narayan ji, and she is known for her Kathak work. That she's an author, she's a researcher, she has written many books, and she's somebody who has been working, and Kathak, she has been expanding the branches of Kathak, and through Kathak she has been raising social issues which are relevant in today's society. This is Maharaj Krishna Kumar ji. He belongs to the Janaki Prasad Banaras Gharana. We have a bifurcation in Banaras Gharana. So this is actually the Janaki Prasad Banaras Gharana of Kathak, and again one of the greatest people, greatest dancers we've had, Maharaj Krishna Kumar ji. This is Pandit Rajendra Gangani ji, the illustrious, the legendary Pandit Rajendra Gangani ji, one of the faces of Jaipur Gharana in today's Kathak. He belongs to the family of Jaipur Gharana, the maestros of Jaipur Gharana, and he has inherited this particular art form from his great grandfathers and fathers and grandfathers. So he carries a lineage of the Jaipur Gharana. This is Pandit Rajendra Gangani. And this is the last one, as you see, it's Pandit Durgalal ji. We don't have him anymore, but again a very legendary, great artist of the Jaipur Gharana. So friends, this was just a brief briefing of the great Kathak dancers that we have in India. We've had them, we still have some of them, and the thing is that the list is endless. Though we have many other names who have contributed to the field of Kathak, but I just picked up the most famous ones, of course the ones that we all know of, but the list is endless because for me specifically, all those people who are practicing, performing, meditating, breathing, eating Kathak, they are great dancers for me. But yes, of course, these are the most famous ones that we have spoken of. Okay, so friends, in the last segment today, since we have our Independence Day on the 15th of August, I'll be finishing today with the Vande Mataram. We are in the 75th year of celebrating our independence, our great country, India. So Vande Mataram is our national song which was written by the great poet Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. This is no performance. This is just a way of expressing my love and my respect towards my motherland. So in this beautiful Vande Mataram, which is the national song of our country, we talk, we pray and thank our motherland, Mother Earth, our motherland India, and we say that it is the giver of beautiful rivers. It is fertile land that has given us crops, flowers, fruits, forests. And it is a giver of boons, blessings, and ultimate bliss. So as per the tradition of Kathak, I shall be singing live and just presenting a little movements just to end the class with a Vande Mataram. All right, let's start. Vande Mataram Sojalam Sufalam Malayaj Sheetalam Sasya Shamalam Mataram Vande Mataram Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini Pullakusumita Drumadal Shobhini Suhasini Sumadur Bhashini Sukhadam Baredam Mataram Vande Mataram Vande